It is finally here. We are gearing up for a big night for the South Carolina Gamecocks women's basketball team as they play in the Final Four against UConn.
And of course, we have team coverage both here at home and out west. News 19's Whitney Sullivan is in Phoenix at the Matchup Center, giving us a live look right there.
And our Jamin Wade is at the Russell House here in Columbia. But before we check in with them, we're going to get a quick check on the forecast.
We are very nervous looking at this forecast. At least I am.
When it's coming, very nervous. Nervous about showers for the weekend? Yeah, there's a chance. So we got some showers tonight. They're dissipating as we speak. Not too much of a problem. Partly cloudy skies. They were enough to drop the temperatures down from around 79 to 60 in the low mid 60s. So evaporative cooling there. But we did get to 81, and a lot of the areas across the Midlands got 81, 82 degrees. This is a cold front out here. Now this one's our next significant weather maker, if you will. We do have a chance for showers, pretty much like we're seeing now. The high pressure well off the coast of the Atlantic, a little ripple in the atmosphere, all moving, the clockwise flow around that high, and you get showers moving to the northeast. A couple of thunderstorms embedded in there, but not a lot. It's not severe or anything like that. A little moderate downpour. We'll take whatever rain we can get. This is the nature of the showers we're expecting tomorrow. Just a chance for scattered or isolated showers, maybe a thunderstorm, especially in the afternoon. Now, the front is different. It looks like the morning will be okay, and then we start to see an increased chance for rain in the afternoon, evening into the overnight with the passage of that cold front. Tonight, 62, partly cloudy, becoming partly cloudy, and we might see clouds on the ground or fog by tomorrow morning. That clears out, and we're looking at showers. I'm leaning toward isolated showers in 82 tomorrow, highly dependent on cloud coverage and when it rains like it did today, brought the temperatures down. And Easter, so Easter looking at afternoon, evening, overnight showers, and then pretty comfortable temperatures next week. All the details in your complete forecast, we're talking about hour by hour as we go through the forecast for this Easter. We'll tell you when and where you can expect the shower activity here in just a few minutes.
All right, Chief, thank you so much. We are officially now less than 1 hour away from tip-off for the South Carolina Gamecocks women's basketball team.
And the energy is building out west as the team gets ready to take on UConn in the Final Four. This has been building since October when practice started, actually.
Okay. Well, you know what? Let's go ahead and check in now with News 19's Whitney Sullivan joining us live inside the arena. How are things looking, Whitney, as we inch closer and closer? Are you excited?
Oh, I am so excited. Everyone in this building is excited. Y'all, right now, I am standing on the court where it will all happen, and you can feel it already, y'all. The energy, the anticipation, the excitement. I am a few feet, when I say few, I mean about 15 feet away from the USC women's basketball team, and as you can see right now, they are warming up, and y'all, they are locked in and ready to compete. And as the team is warming up, we are starting to see fans enter the arena and take their seats. And I can tell you the first fans to take seats inside this arena, none other than Gamecock fams. Even though we are 2,000 miles away from home, Gamecock fams have made this place feel like Columbia with all the garnet and black. I mean, you don't have to look far in downtown Phoenix to run into a Gamecock fan. And in fact, we were able to hang out with some of them earlier today at the For It All Fest that was happening at the Phoenix Convention Center, which is just a short walk away from where I'm standing at the arena. And I want you to listen in to the predictions that Gamecock fans have for tonight's big matchup.
Oh, for sure, Gamecocks.
Yeah,
all day.
Sure, Gamecocks.
I'm glad they're counting us out. Keep giving us that bulletin board material because that's just going to motivate us. We are ready.
Yes.
We are ready.
At least 10 points. Victory, definitely.
Big W.
Big W, not the little one.
Okay. Big W.
And we're going to get our revenge on UConn and Texas, what they did to us.
We're getting it back. We're getting that lick back. We're getting that lick back from UConn. We're doing it. We're getting that natty.
Yes,
we're getting that natty.
Yes.
That's it.
All the way.
In it, ladies, who gonna beat them? And then you will be the top one.
And for these fans, whether they are already sitting inside the arena, as you can see, or anywhere around the arena, around Phoenix, they say that being here, being in Phoenix, even cheering for the team in Colombia, it's about more than just cheering for them for this game. It is about supporting a team who means so much. But again, Gamecock Nation showing up strong and making their presence known here in Phoenix. Now, one of the things that you're going to see behind me happening right now, UConn's team is running out onto the court. But again, Gamecock fans say we are not deterred by this. The USC women's basketball team going to come through and they're going to win big. And we know that's what Gamecock Nation is hoping for. Reporting courtside here at Morgan's Match Arena in Phoenix, Arizona, Whitney Sullivan, News 19, WLTX. Back to you.
Yeah, so Whitney, you're over there in Phoenix, but I'm here right here on USC's campus. We're inside the Russell House where there will be a whole bunch of students and staff here being able to enjoy the game. I'm also over here with Colin Gray, Director of News and Media. How you doing today?
I'm doing fantastic, rooting for a win.
Yeah, we're always rooting for a win right here at Gamecock Nation. So we do know that this game is going to be an intense one, but we're giving this space right here for students and staff. How does it feel to just kind of be a part of that?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great. We talk a lot about the Gamecock family and our student experience here at USC, and it's just another example. There's free food, there's popcorn, there's drinks, there's plenty for students to do to kind of get together and hang out around some like-minded people and root for the Gamecocks to win.
Yeah, and so, like you said, some free stuff. I have a towel that you guys are giving away. Kind of what's this design here?
Yeah, so it's obviously the court over at Colonial Life. Our friends over in athletics hooked us up, and these rally towels are a staple across campus for a bunch of different events that we get to have. So it's fun.
Yeah, and so we do understand that we're kind of battling Easter,
yeah,
and some of the other people that are in town, spring break for the younger kids this weekend. But if they win, and we go into Sunday, where can people plan to watch the game right here on campus?
Yeah, so we'll have another watch party on campus at the Russell House Ballroom here at 1400 Green Street. So typically it's a massive standing room only crowd with students and faculty and staff that get to come out and watch. So hopefully we get a win tonight, and then we'll get to come back here on Sunday and party again.
Yeah, now before I send it back over to Erica, me and Colin did practice something off air. Let's see if we can get this right, all right? Go Cox. Go Cox. Go Cox. All right, we're rooting for you, Lady Gamecocks. Back to you, Erica.
All right, Jamin, I like what Whitney did earlier. I like this.
Yeah?
It's a W.
They're pretty good out there. All right, again, that game is going to tip off at 7 tonight. We'll have the score and highlights for you later. And later in the broadcast, our sports director, Reggie Anderson, will have much more on the contest as well.
A lot of action. Right now, though, we are switching gears because new on this Friday night, a Columbia restaurant owner is now trying to move forward after losing hundreds of thousands of dollars to embezzlement. Money federal prosecutors say was stolen over time by a trusted employee.
Now he is focused on keeping his business alive and taking care of the employees he calls family. Here's Kiki Gushu tonight.
I mean, look, we lost $317,000 over time, and it's a lot.
For Michael Duganier, owner of Publico, that loss didn't just hit his bottom line, it hit everything he had.
It's devastating to know that someone that you thought you cared for and that you thought truly cared about your team had another side to them that was diabolical.
Duganier says he first noticed something was wrong while juggling multiple restaurants, expansions, and personal loss.
And I was starting to question, like, why am I still falling behind on things and trying to find a way to get a loan?
Federal court records show Duganier's bookkeeper defrauded him out of more than $316,000. Money he says he realistically won't get back.
They said there's a payment plan that I read, and I think it would take 200 years for me to get the money back.
But even as the financial damage forced tough decisions, including closing one of his restaurants, Boku, Duganier says his focus never shifted from his team.
These are like my kids. These are my kids at both restaurants. And the restaurants, yeah, they're my children.
So instead of layoffs, he found a way to keep people working.
And then we told them they all had jobs if they wanted at my 2 Publicos. And many of them came over and we found space for them.
He says honesty with his staff was key, even when the truth was hard. Now, with the case behind him, he's choosing to move forward. not dwell on what was lost.
I want to put this thing, finally that the sentencing happened, it's now behind us, and now let's just think, happy thoughts and continue to find fun things to do to build business, like our Sunday brunch and our Taco Mondays.
And he says the best way people can help is simple.
Come say hi, come by, come in, come support us.
Because after everything...
No, we're here. Let's just keep fighting forward.
In Columbia, Kiki Gashu, News 19, WLTX.
And Michael adds that the support from the Columbia community and other restaurant owners has helped him push through, and he hopes customers will continue showing up as his business rebuilds.
Well, we have Easter weekend upon us now. There is a chance for showers. When and where? Hour by hour forecast coming up next.
Hey, here's what we're working on tonight on the CBS Evening News. We're, of course, monitoring this delicate situation over the skies of Iran. An F-15 U.S. fighter jet was down today. One of the two crew members has been recovered. There is a search and rescue mission underway to find and extract the second crew member. We'll have the absolute latest on that. It's also a Friday ahead of Easter Sunday, and so we have a very sweet story from our Steve Hartman, who is on the road in what he calls the ripple effects of compassion. One kid who inspired many others. Those stories and more ahead on the CBS Evening News.
Well, what do they say? April flowers, April showers. April showers, May flowers.
Yes.
That's it.
You almost had it.
I almost.
You got it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's easy to mix up. Yeah, we got showers, and we need them. We need. We're not getting. I don't think we're desperate at this point, but we are pretty low in the rain gauges. Look what the showers did to the temperatures at the airport in Columbia. It went from 81 down to 69. Evaporative cooling, and that might happen tomorrow with some isolated showers. Most of the shower activity tomorrow will be on the western side of the Midlands. I'll show you that here in a second. 81. So well above that normal, which is now 73 degrees. And you can see temperatures across the area. Cooled down by the rain showers. It's almost like you can see where the rain showers were. You still got 82, to 68 in Manning, right? 76 for Orangeburg, 79 for St. Matthews. Tomorrow we'll probably be in the 80s again, or low 80s. It's really dependent on cloud coverage and rain showers again. This is the drought update. They gave it to us yesterday. This is as of Tuesday. The dry area was cut back a lot. The dry is right on the verge of moderate drought, and it was all the way through the central Midlands. Now moderate drought has taken that over. And we still have severe drought and even extreme drought there for northwest portions of Newberry County. So we need some rain. And here's the next significant rainmaker. Although we'll have isolated showers tomorrow for some of the areas in the Midlands, it looks like it'll be mostly dry, if not all dry, all the way through the day tomorrow. The best chance for rain on Sunday. And it's not a great chance. It's just the best chance. You can see we had a couple of thunderstorms that passed through Orangeburg County and through Pinewood. They're dissipating. A couple of lightning strikes still out there, but this is dissipating. We'll continue to do so as we go through the cool period during the overnight hours. Tomorrow, 30-40% chance for showers, mostly for the western half of the state. And the best chance is on Sunday. A good 70-80% chance. Here's your hour-by-hour forecast. So we have a front, which will finally cut into that high that's been there forever. But the high's been bringing us warm temperatures, if you like the 80s. It's been bringing us a lot of moisture. And a couple of disturbances have triggered a few showers, not nearly enough what we need. But as we go through tomorrow, partly cloudy skies to mostly cloudy at times. Notice that the showers are mostly in the western half of the state, and they kind of stay there, all kind of what we call, I guess, prefrontal showers. And you'll see showers in the same area as we go through Sunday morning. Now, most of us will stay dry tomorrow, just looking at clouds, but this looks like it'll give everyone, if not most everyone, this is noon on Sunday, a chance for a few showers. Some of these could have some thunderstorms that pop up, but right now they're not looking to be severe, especially if this goes through the latter portions of Sunday into Sunday night. But you can see the front passes sometime between 6 and midnight. And then we have cooler air behind this, so it's significantly cooler. This is the long-range forecast. Looks like we'll see partly cloudy skies on Monday, clear things out Tuesday, and the rest of the week. Sunny skies, and if you like 70s, guess what? We have those. 70s aplenty, sunshine aplenty, all the way through next week. We're looking at pretty nice weather. If you like it a little bit cooler. 62 tonight, clouds and some patchy fog out there. Watch out for that if you're out and about tomorrow morning. 82 degrees, partly cloudy, a chance for scattered showers. You saw where and when we're expecting those. So You can see just a raindrop possible here and there tomorrow. Look, just the last model run it had Saludo with a raindrop in there, but tomorrow a slight chance for Western Midlands showers. And then the best chance for rain is Sunday afternoon. Sunday morning looks pretty good, but 80 degrees depending on the cloud coverage there, and then down into the 70s next week. Comfortable stuff, lots of sunshine. A final check of weather a little bit later. We'll be
And it is game night out in the desert. The Gamecocks taking on the UConn Huskies in Phoenix in the Final Four, first of the two semifinal matchups at Mortgage Matchup Center. Hello, everyone. Reggie Anderson live here at the Hickory Tavern in just off Garners Ferry Road. We're getting you ready for tonight's contest between the Gamecocks and the Huskies. This will be the final weekend in a Gamecock uniform for the reigning SEC Defensive Player of the Year, Raven Johnson, who is a fifth-year senior, has been to the Final Four every year she has been in Columbia. So this will be a very determined player on the court tonight in Phoenix as she looks to cap off her career with another trip to the finals and perhaps a special Sunday celebration.
I went through a lot throughout my college career. I think, I stayed true to who I was. I trusted the process. And, when things got hard, there were times, you want to quit or you want to just give up on yourself. But, you have people like her and like Coach Staley, my teammates, and the resources she had provide for us. I leaned on them more than I usually thought I would have. But I leaned on them, and they helped me overcome hard times. And you got family. That family means a lot to me, and I think they helped me get over hard times. But I just stayed true to myself, and then when my time was here, I met the standards, and I got in a gym. You gotta live in a gym if you want the results that you want. So.
Yeah, Raven was just really, and still is, unserious, right? But when it's time to elevate in regards to winning, she takes on this like narrow-mindedness of only seeing things that will help winning. Probably in the past 2 Final Fours, you see more and more. Like I see more and more of that this particular Final Four because they're younger. They don't know. They need her guidance, and she's only going by, her winning compass, and she's going to point them in the right direction.
Well, March Madness has been extended to April for the Lander Bearcats from Greenwood. They are playing in their first ever national championship game on the Division II level. The regular season and tournament champion from the Peach Belt Conference will face Gannon University from Pennsylvania in the finals. The game tips off Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock in Indianapolis. You can see it live right here on WLTX. The Bearcats taking a program record 30 victories into the contest, and they earned their spot in the finals after upsetting top seed and defending national champion Nova Southeastern University in the Final Four last Friday. Head coach Omar Watad, the Peach Belt Conference Coach of the Year, has been on this team from the get-go, and he's seen this team go on one of those magical runs, which has them one victory away from a storybook ending.
I've never talked about, probably until we got to the Elite Eight, I didn't talk about a national championship, not one time. We always talked about the process. We always talked about what it takes on a daily basis, putting in those daily deposits. That's kind of what it's about. And somewhere along the way, we started winning, like winning and winning big. Early on in November, we were winning, and then we have obviously had an insane stretch since February 7th, since after February 7th, but winning helps, right? Each year in college hoops now, every year is its own separate entity, right? With the amount of, portal and all that stuff going on. So players seeing results from what you're preaching helps, successful results from what you're preaching helps in a major way. And so that helped as well, for sure.
So we could have 2 teams on Sunday vying for a national championship, 2 teams from the state, the Gamecocks, if they can get by UConn, and of course Lander taking on Gannon University. That game, of course, you can see again right here on WLTX Sunday afternoon, 1 o'clock. So it could be a big basketball Sunday for Easter Sunday for our 2 in-state teams. That's the story from here. The Hickory Tavern will be live throughout the night. We'll have analysis of this big-time showdown out in the desert on WLTX Plus. We'll see you then, and we'll be right back.
Well, this weekend, a chance for showers Sunday afternoon.
Have an umbrella.
All right, we're back.
You with us on WLTX Plus.